Good morning all. So let's continue with the testing, and the topic for today is software testing terminologies and software testing principles. So what do you mean by software testing terminologies? We will be discussing the important terms which are being used in software testing and their definition. There are few of the confusing terms, or we interchangeably use it because we are not aware of the exact meaning of those terms, and unknowingly we use a wrong term in a wrong place. So you have to be clear with the concepts now. What is a failure? Failure is simply, it means the inability of the system or the component to perform a required function according to its specification. Right? So ultimately, whenever the desired functionality is not achieved, you are not getting the desired results, we'll say it's a failure actually, right? So failure is a term which is used to describe the problem in a system on the output side, right? While another term is fault. It is also called as defect or bug. Interchangeably these terms are being used, right? So what is a fault? Fault is a condition that in actual causes a system to produce failure. So see the connection between them. Fault cause failure. That means fault की वजह से failure आती है. So what exactly is a fault? Fault is a synonymous with the word defect or bug. Therefore, fault is the reason embedded in any phase of SDLC and results in the failure. It can be said that the failures are manifestations of the bug. One failure may be due to one or more bugs, or one bug may cause one or more failures. So ultimately, why do fault occurs? Due to bugs in your system, and which leads to failure actually. Thus, when a bug is executed in the system, then the failures are generated. So understand it with this diagram. You give certain input to your software system which has certain bug, due to which fault will come, and this fault will lead to failure at the output side. This is the sequence. Then what is an error? Now you will say error and defects are being used interchangeably. Now see the difference. What is an error? When a development team member makes a mistake in any phase of SDLC, errors are produced. Right? Simply understand. Initially, due to human errors, errors get created or generated. Due to these errors, fault or bug gets arise, and when this bugs got executed, फेलियर अकर. सी द सीक्वेंस. एरर की वजह से बग या फॉल्ट आएगी सिस्टम में, और उस फॉल्ट की वजह से सिस्टम फेल होगा. दिस इज एक्चुअली द सीक्वेंस. सो एरर आर द मैनिफेस्टेशन ऑफ ह्यूमन एरर्स. Fault is some sort of bugs present in your system due to these human mistakes. While when this bug or the fault gets executed, you give an input in such a way that this fault is getting executed, it will lead to failure. This is the sequence. Remember, error, fault and failure. These are three distinct terms. Then what is a test case? Test case is a well documented procedure designed to test the functionality of a feature in the system. Right? Simply, test case is a properly designed set of inputs which is going to check the complete behavior of the system. Right? This is a test case. So test case has an identity and is associated with the program behavior. Like you assign test case 1, test case 2, test case 3, you assign some identity, unique identity to it. The primary purpose of designing a test case is to find errors in the system, which is our main aim of testing, to find the error, not their absence. For designing the test case, it needs to provide a set of inputs and its corresponding expected output. So we have a template for this. What all things needs to be present in a test case is the test case ID you need to assign. What is the purpose? Why you are defining this test case? What are the preconditions? That means what are the certain inputs that will be required? Input should not be hypothetical. Actual input must be given. And expected output, what should be the corresponding output while you give certain inputs, so that there is no failure in the system, right? So these are the few things that needs to be mentioned: the ID, purpose, precondition, input and expected output. Then what is a testware? Testware are the documents which are created during the testing process. It's nothing, these are the documents. Up till now we know that we just prepare a test report, but as you move ahead you will find that the number of documents are being prepared in testing, like test plan documents, test specification document, test case design document, test reports, error reports, summary reports. Many documents needs to be prepared. So overall we call them as testwares, which should be managed and updated properly. Then incidents. What do you mean by an incident is the symptoms associated with a failure that alerts the user about the occurrence of a failure is called an incident. Nothing, it's simply the symptoms of the errors. Say, for example, you're writing a code and you forgot to include an header file. So when you're going to compile your code, error symptoms will be there. Okay, printf wali line mein error will be there, in scanf line the error will be there, getch the error would be there, right? Depending upon which all functions are associated with that particular header file, right? So these are symptoms, but exactly cause is what? That you must include a header file, right? So incident, just the symptoms only. Test oracle is something very important term here is, you perform the testing, but how you will judge that your test is successful or it is a failure? That is oracle, and oracle is the means to judge the success or failure of a test. That is to judge the correctness of the system for some test. The simple oracle is comparing, and lot many research is going on this, because you can, and how will you test it actually? It will never be 100% efficient. So when do we say it's successful and when do we say it's failure? It's a big dilemma. So we are going with lot of research in this area. Sometimes we say, okay, when we are done with the testing, when the time is consumed, whatever you have assigned, whatever cost is there, accordingly we stop the testing. Now coming up to few principles of testing, which is important now. So few of them we have discussed earlier also, so I'll shortly go through it. Effective testing, not exhaustive testing. So we are clear with this. We must go for testing the critical or the important features only, rather than testing the complete system, which is practically impossible. Then testing is not a single phase performed in SDLC. It's actually a process which is called as software testing life cycle, which constitutes of 4 steps, basically planning, designing, execution and post execution, that is review process. Then it's a destructive approach for constructive testing. Like we have done in the psychology of the testing is, our aim must be to identify error. Anyhow you have to identify error, right? So it's a destructive approach. We're trying to identify the errors, but meanwhile why we are finding the errors? Maximum possible errors if you are able to find, we are going to improve our test cases so that we can encounter that error, we can identify that error. So improving your testing process in turn. So it's a constructive actually. Long term goal is constructive, while short term we feel that it is destructive because we are identifying the errors. Then early testing is the best policy. Why we are performing testing along with SDLC? We are starting when the software development starts, in order to identify error as far as possible in the initial phases, so that they does not get propagated to the later phases, because if they get propagated, the more effort, time and cost will be required to identify those errors and to eliminate those errors. So it's always better to identify them. That is prevention strategy actually. Then testing strategy should start at the smallest module level and expand towards the whole program. That is true. You will see that testing we perform in levels: unit testing, integration testing and system testing. So what is unit testing? When you are checking the individual units or the modules. Integration testing is when these modules which are tested, you integrate them gradually and you test it for the interface errors. While system testing is when we test the entire system as a whole, whether it is fulfilling the user's requirement or not, right? So we start with the smallest module and then we move towards the whole thing. Then testing should be performed by an independent team. It's not that you just have 2 team members and they are doing the entire task. We need skilled and specialized person who have expertise in this area, because until unless testing is okay, you can never deploy that software. how well it is coded, but if testing is unsuccessful or it is not being done properly, ultimately it's a failure. So we need an independent team for that who are dedicatedly work on this testing part. Then everything must be recorded in software testing. This recorded here means is actually documentation. Whatever task you are performing, the test cases, the execution, the planning, everything, or the error reports or the bug reports you are getting, test summary you are getting, you have to document it properly. Invalid inputs and unexpected behavior have a high probability of finding an error, right? So it's not that you have to check for valid input. Identify all invalid inputs and the unexpected behaviors. The input which is going to identify this unexpected behavior, they will always identify. The probability of finding the error will always be more. So we must identify these and test with this. Then testers must participate in specification and design reviews. So involvement of a tester is not just in the testing phase. He is actually involved in all the phases of software development, even in the specification, because he has to identify the acceptance criteria there according to the specification. In the designing, he has to check the interface errors also, right? So while preparing the interfaces and the designing, his inputs are valuable. So these are the few important testing principles that must be taken care of while performing the testing. So that's all for today. Thank you.